million of them there, Ron. They certainly do love local football, and hope they enjoy the remainder of our call here this afternoon. Umpires back in the centre. Boundary umpires taking up their positions on the point of the square. They're set. Umpire holds the ball aloft, and we're ready to go for the second quarter. A quarter in which the Breeze seems to have picked up a little run since quarter time. Up goes Big Rooter, knocks it to the ground. Gray's a chance, knocks it out wide, running onto the footy and doing well, but Thompson was bench dead. Knocks the ball forward. Ball up perhaps wide on centre wing. It will be that. Exactly what I've called a ball up. Perhaps halfway between centre wing and the centre of the ground. No advantage to either side at the present time, apart from the scoreboard, which shows 48-1. Glenn Wilkins, it was, does the ruck work, gets the ball forward, as we see now an opportunity for the father McFarlane. Can't trap it, kicked off the carpet by the back pocket play for the Suburbs in Peters. Now, the coach, Mickey Thompson, has a bit of an up and under. The loose ball picked up by Wilkins, the big fella. On the right foot, elects to come to half forward, looks there for his teammate in Christian. That's the son, McFarlane, and he can't trap it. Good pressure there from the Suburbs. Maury Stevenson forced the error, and we'll have a bounty throw in between half forward and centre wing, and Thompson Tigers doing the attacking. Well, the boundary umpire didn't get hold of that one too well, Ronnie. He threw it about 10 metres, perhaps. The ruckman were 15 metres away. It landed at their feet. It was stumped out of bounds. He repeats it. That's a better throw in. Up goes Big Richardson, wins the hit down. Some further afield there by Ashley Rosa now. But it goes back here. Picked up. Was that Stevenson getting the ball round the corner? Mark taken by Grant Greenwood on centre wing. Wilkins giving him a bit of attention. And the umpires turn this around. He sets a free kick to Wilkins. Yes, a little bit foolish. Greenwood on that occasion raised the elbow and copped the big fella under the throat. Unnecessary football, and needless to say, Glenn Wilkins gets the free kick. Oh, there, young fella. Wilkins kicks the ball along the half ball. Up goes that Richards, taking a good mark.
We seem to be losing the guys there on the football, and not quite sure. Maybe your batteries are going flat. Anyway, we'll keep you up to date with the latest score. Another couple of goals to St Kilda. They're now 4-4-28, and their match against Melbourne 7-2-44. And up shortly, we have more from Football 93, and hopefully, guys, you can sort out your batteries.
The Double Wire Football 93 Player of the Day is sponsored by Pizzaland. Pizzaland is not just pizzas, they specialise in Italian and Turkish cuisine. There are weekly specials like pasta, kebabs, Turkish breads and more, but best of all, pizzas baked in the traditional wood ovens. They're open from 11 a.m. till late. And they also have a BYO licence you can eat in or take away. For home delivery, telephone 218424. After the footy, stop by Pizzaland 52, Mercer Street in Geelong.
Sponsoring Double Wire Football 93 Mark of the Day is the Australian Ink Spot 3, owned and operated by Chris Reed for over 2 years. Chris Reed has an American background in tattooism and runs his business in a professional and hygienic environment. He has the widest variety of patterns, or you can design your own tattoo. Open 10 to 6 Monday to Saturday and 10 to 9 Fridays. Call Chris to inquire about his other range of services or make an appointment on 232 887. The Australian Ink Spot 3 is situated at 2 Rocco Cashel Lane, Geelong.
Double Wire Football 93 last quarter scoreboard is sponsored by Taco Bell Mexican Restaurant. Bring the kids to enjoy authentic Mexican food including nachos, enchiladas, tortillas, tacos and more. Meals are prepared from spicy or mild to suit your taste. There are daily themes and events. Every month, grab yourself the latest promotional calendar. Every Saturday, half night, half price, in by 6, out by 7:30, and we are fully licensed. To book, call us on 214825. Taco Bell is at 217 Marble Street, Geelong.
For discount paints on Berger, Cambo, Dulux, automotive and industrial paints, come and see Neville Whiteley at the Painter's Pot, your one-stop paint shop. The Painter's Pot have a friendly staff of 4 with 80 years cumulative experience. As well as top brand paints, we have painting accessories to suit your requirements. So go along and see what we have to offer. For all inquiries and expert advice, call in to the Painter's Pot, 69 Jeringhap Street, Geelong, or phone 216-585. Proudly sponsoring Football 93 on Double Wire FM. Okay, it seems we have a few problems down there at Football Park, where it's all happening today at Godfrey Street. Perhaps the batteries are a bit flat right now, and we're working on the problem even as we speak. We'll go into a short music break and back with more in Football 93 in just a tick. Before we do, though, I must remind you, of course, that at the moment we can tell you that the latest scores from the local matches. Drysdale, once again, first stanza score line at 2-4-16 to Drysdale. Ocean Grove, no score. Belfast Hill, 6-2. 38 to Port Arlington, 3-3-21. Queenscliff, 1-1-7 to Torquay, 2-2-14. Anglesey has got 3 straight goals, 18. And to Newcombe, it's 3 behinds, 3 points. And the other match we are covering too today, of course, Leopold, 4-3-27 to North Shore in the GFL, 1-3-9. That is the latest football scores as we have it. Like I said, we have a small technical difficulty at the moment, and we'll have some more music for you right now. Back shortly with Football 93. And if there's any other difficulties, well, just call us. We'll fix it for you. No problems. We're sitting in the driver's seat right now, saying hello to all the gang down there, of course, at Cardinia Park this afternoon. Good to have you along this afternoon for Football 93. Football is number 1 on Double YRFM. Nice to have your company. 1 minute past 3. Currently sitting on 10 degrees for Geelong and Surf Coast. Good afternoon. Back shortly with more.
Doing all right. A little jiving on a Saturday night.
Okay, it seems we got a problem fixed. G'day, guys. You back there? No, they're gone. Okay, we're back shortly.
The Double YR Football 93 Player of the Day is sponsored by Pizzaland. Pizzaland is not just pizzas, they specialise in Italian and Turkish cuisine. There are weekly specials like pasta, kebabs, Turkish breads and more, but best of all, pizzas baked in the traditional wood ovens. They're open from 11 a.m. till late, and they also have a BYO licence you can eat in or take away. For home delivery, telephone 218424. After the footy, stop by Pizzaland 52, Mercer Street in Geelong.
Okay, guys, I think we got you this time. Hello, can you hear us? Hello? Just when you think it was all going to happen nice and sweetly, tell you what, we will go into that music break. Back shortly with more in just a moment. Sitting in the driver's seat, this is Double RFM.
Doing all right. A little jiving on a Saturday night. Come walk me. Gonna dance the day away. Jenny was sweet. She always smiled for the people she meet. On trouble and strife, she had another way of looking at life. News is blue, the news is blue. I just don't wait to get to you. What can I do? What can I do? I'll never remember my time with you. Pick up your feet. Got to move to the trick of the beat. There is no lead. Just take your place in the driver's seat. Driver's seat. Driver's seat. Yeah. Doing all right. Little jiving on a Saturday night. Yeah. Come walk me. Gonna dance the day away. Yeah. Driver's seat. Driver's seat. Yeah. Jenny was sweet. There is no lead. Yeah. Pick up.
Yeah, sitting in the driver's seat right now for Double RFM. It's 3:05. Back to the guys live at Godfrey Street.
Position and a chance here to come out of defence for Jason Perry of the Suburbs. It's 45 plays 2 on the scoreboard as Perry goes wide, finds O'Leary. Well played O'Leary, takes the mark, gives it across to Rundle, put him under a bit of a hammer though. O'Leary has to go back in and help him. Good enough to get it back to Rundle. He's tackled without the footy, play on the call, slaps it back wide, and the boundary umpire's coming in, but it's still in play, Ronnie, out there, and we're going to have a ball-up decision, half-forward flag. Eastern Suburbs again in this quarter doing all the attacking against that big breeze that you reckon's blowing. Yeah, well, I tell you what, the breeze that's blowing at the moment is coming from the Eastern Suburbs boys, because they're really showing a clean pair of heels to the Dobson Tigers at the minute as the umpire's whistle has sounded. And I think you'll find the radar will get the free kick for the Suburbs on the outer side. Half-forward flank, a good 75 metres from goal. Alan Rundle now, the skipper of the Suburbs. The lead, well, not a good one, not a good kick for the radar because it's been well marked for the Thompson Tigers by Chris Richards, who's having a rest on the back line. Richards now kicks the ball towards the centre of the ground. Up goes David Burke on the ground. Couldn't mark, but he's got good support. And they're coming forward, Thompson. By golly, they need a goal badly. Over the back it goes. Kicked off the ground down there by Julian Norman. And he's headed for the boundary line. And he's found the safety of that sanctuary right in front of the scoreboard. 2 behinds. And we've got Eastern Suburbs, pretty hard to see. The total's 45. Looks like 6 goals, 9, as the boundary umpire throws it back into play. Wide out there, outside the attacking 50. Kelvin Graham gathers, gets the hand pass away. Dumped back from whence it came. Oh, here's a chance for Thompson. Can they get their first one on the board? Been a flying shot on the right foot, Ronnie. He might have got it. 1 point only. Just offline there. And they register just the minor score once again. Now Suburbs through Stefanovski, goes short to Peters in the back pocket. Poor checking from the Thompson side. Kicks out wide, looks there for Peter Byrne. Think you'll find he's infringed on his opponent. And Andrew Melly gets the free kick for the Tigers. Melly's short kick, he just tumbled. That one wasn't particularly good. Went towards half-forward, it's bounced straight back towards him off a few plays, and it spills over the line and out of bounds, far side of the ground, right in front of the Dulux sign. But of course, Neville Whitley used to be a Dulux there at the Painters Pot, Ron. He certainly does. What a lovely shop it is too down there at Dewingham Street, Geelong. Neville, of course, sponsors the goal of the day. We've seen a beauty here kicked earlier on by Drago Golubovic, who's kicked quite a few good ones this season for Eastern Suburbs. As a free kick's been paid out wide, might be Gardner taking this one, I think, and he runs around the man on the mark and he bars the ball forward for Thompson. Up they go, looking for Backwell. It's knocked away from him by big Stefanovski. Ball spills to the ground. There's a million players down there on that forward line. No wonder they can't score, Ronnie. 4 points to the Eastern Suburbs defenders, getting down there in numbers and bottling it up down there. The umpire has no option but to ball this up. Yes, the central umpire, Andrew Maxwell, now throws it in the air. This occasion, good work again, Andrew Reuter. Gets it down to where Mick O'Leary sharks it. Kicks it to half back, but it's all Thompson. Oh, Ashley Rosenow on the right foot, didn't steady. Just kicked it anywhere, and you wouldn't have believed it. He's kicked it straight down Jason Perry, straight for Eastern Suburbs. Perry wanted to play on quickly because he saw the lead out wide of the little back pocket player coming up the ground in Dave Peters. But the kick just had too much carry on it. It missed Peters, but it also missed the boundary line and just bounced over. It didn't go over on the full. Up they go. Boundary knockdown. Kelvin Gray sharks it well. Uses the left foot to advantage. Gains 20, 25 metres. Oh, Mickey Thompson slapped it back. They all said throw. Nose to the umpire. Graham Hood received the throwback. Oh, almost sinking the slipper there going through. Robert Reuter just thought of it at the right time. He could have killed someone. The ball goes back to the centre wing. Free kick going to be paid here to Dave Hickman. Thompson, he's got the job today on O'Leary. Those going against him. Yeah, Frank Nofi on the ground for the Suburbs too. The interchange player kicks the footy long to centre half forward. Or push for mine, but the umpire said no. Robert Reuter for mine was infringed with Cookie there by Nathan Armstrong, but Armstrong's taken a mark and is awarded that mark. So he should have been. It was a good marking, Julius. Kick goes towards centre wing, and Graham Thompson takes the ball. Kicks it back towards the centre half, or centre of the ground perhaps. Chance for Graham Hood to run on the way here, but Thompson, he can't pick it up. He's got it, he's tackled. Hold the ball! They all scream in front of us, and I think the umpires made the right decision this time. Free kick going to Thompson, right in the centre of the ground. Yes, the Tigers now. An opportunity through the agency of Darryl Allen. Goes out wide. Looks there for a lead of his teammate in Backwell, who's been awfully quiet. Kick comes in. Well done, Backwell. Kicks it off the carpet. gathers a good 30 metres towards the direction there of Michael Gunn, but gee whiz, Jason Perry did very well in defence for the Eastern Suburbs side. We've been travelling 15 minutes of the second quarter, and Eastern Suburbs are 42-point leaders over the Thompson Tigers.
He's done pretty well in defence, Jason Perry. Ron, as the boundary umpire throws this one back into play. Knocked towards the boundary line. Kelvin Gray running onto the footy with the boundary line a big close for Kel, even with his dynamic pace, and it's over the line out of bounds, far side of the ground. Scoreboard shows 45 points plays 3. At the moment, it's all Eastern Suburbs. Thompson cannot get a goal. Boundary showing. Here's a flying shot. It's gone right across the face of goal. It's bouncing over the line out of bounds. Boundary showing. This time right forward pocket. Again, Thompson attack. 15 minutes gone and 43 points the difference halfway through the second quarter.
Update scores at Kirnia Park. Geelong 6-6-42. Footscray 3-2-20. 22-point lead for the Cats at half-time.
They're an enigma, those Cats, Ron. They're good one week and they're bad the next. They can't seem to get consistency into their game at all. As the boundary umpire taking a fair while because a young kid thought it was pretty funny, threw the ball way over his head. He had to go back to centre half forward the box, and now he's going to start the boundary proceedings again by a high throw-in, and it's a good one.
Yes, it certainly is. Over the top, Father McFarlane, that was Kevin, came in but had the ball stolen from him by Jason Perry. And, well, Kevin McFarlane really working hard on the forward line for the Tigers and just showing the players that they've got to get in front and have a go.
The old fella doing well. Knocked down to the ground. Chance for Mick Thompson in the middle of the pack. He's always in there. Couldn't get it out, though. Picked up and a flying shot by Dale Morrison. Might be pretty close here for Thompson. That's a beauty. That's a contender for the Painters' pot goal of the day. Dale Morrison's got their first 16 and a half minutes into the second quarter. And, boy, didn't they need that one, Ron?
Yes, they certainly did. And as you mentioned earlier, to the Eastern Suburbs credit, they've really bottled up the forward line. They've got to work hard on Thompson from the centre of the ground. Chris Richards now thrown on the ball. Wasn't centre half forward early. He's got to work a bit harder. Likewise does, well, the running players, Mickey Gann. Also, Timmy Gardner on the ball now for the Tigers. Now, young Hickman, number 49, Dave Hickman, he's got to work a bit harder also for the Thompson side if they're going to get back into this game. It's got to come from the centre, Cookie.
Jared Benstead now centre half forward for Thompson. Being picked up there by Julian Norman, who's doing his bit of centre half back to the Eastern Suburbs side. Umpire puts it down on the ground. Here's a chance for Thompson to come into attack through David Burke, the interchange player. Boots it out wide. Oh, dashing out of defence and doing it well. Dave Peters picks up for the Suburbs. Kicks to half forward, but his kick isn't particularly effective. It's built back into the centre. Onto it runs Hickman. Cups one high. Hickman has paid the free kick. Plays it immediately down to half forward. Up goes Jason Perry and can't mark. The heads for the boundary line. Taps it out wide. Did well to Perry. Had support and a boundary throw in out wide.
Support's the operative word here, Cookie, because every time that they go for the ball, there's always someone supporting, and Johnny Stefanovsky on that occasion did it well. His disposal, not good though, because he's kicked it out of bounds the full, and Kent McFarlane for the Tigers drives it back into attack.
He was looking there for Benstead. He missed it. Out comes Peters, slapped the ball in front of him. Well played, Peters. Done a good job in defence. Slapped on two by Kelvin Gray. It's out at the centre wing now. Player bumped when not in possession was Alan Rundle, the radar. He may receive the free kick. The umpire says no. We'll have a boundary throw in far side of the ground. 9 points plays 45 and 36 points the difference on the 3AA guest video scoreboard second quarter.
Well, Chris Richards was pulled, he was pushed, and he was dragged by Andrew Reuter, and he'll get the free kick for the Thompson side out of side half forward line. The kick up ball one, but Sharky gets there. I think you'll find that looks like Michael Gunn with the short sleeve now.
He's got the jumper off, right? Yes, he has there twice, that's right. And he should have done better because the kick was awful, but it bounced onto his chest. He turned round, fired a goal on the right foot, and Mickey Gann, who loves to kick one, is offline at 1 point only. 1 goal, 4-10, plays 6 goals, 9-45.
Jason Perry now breaking through half back. Great football to Perry. Found his teammate out there who kicked long. That was the radar to centre half foot. Good mark on the flank. Row bottom. Rowie goes over to the dasher. Peter Bird. The Tweedy shoots for a ball 30 metres. I think you'll find his back and through.
Oh, tremendous play, but touched right on the line.
It certainly, and a little bit of pushing and shoving at centre half forward too.
Good effort by Chris Gardner to get up there and get the mid on that one, I suggest, Ronnie, because that looked home for all money. Brilliant play by the Suburbs, but Only a minor score. Gardner now kicks out towards half-back. O'Leary's up in front. Didn't take the mark. Could well have got a free kick. Frank Nobody's in there, but it's taken away by the player there for the Thompson side. Got it towards centre wing, but 3-on-1 here, and Kilgray's well shepherded by Big Rooter, and Kilgray spears a pass into the forward line, but a good mark. Going back with the flight of the ball. Is that Nathan Armstrong, Ronnie? A good grab.
Yeah, it was a great grab too from the big fella, and he kicks now a torpedo punt to half back centre wing. In front was Frank Nofi under pressure from, that looks like Christian McFarlane, son McFarlane that was, and the youngster just couldn't quite steal the footy off Nofi. It's out of bounds on half forward for the Eastern Suburbs side.
Boundary throw in. No one able to get it decisive knocked in. They're kicking it off the ground here. Richards does so for Thompson. Kicks the ball back to the centre of the ground. Picked up by the radar Rundle. And Rundle puts Eastern Suburbs into attack. Goes towards half forward, but well tucked away down there. Coming out Ian Evans, was it? Put the fist into it. Down it goes out wide. Radar Rundle covering plenty of territory. Running onto the footy. Couldn't control it though. And the boundary line emerged too quickly for him, and it's over the line out of bounds, centre wing position, far side of the ground.
Well, the ruckman there just couldn't control that ball, so it went straight over their heads. About the umpire's thrown it right into centre half forward. Oh, Dave Hickman breaks through for Tigers, shoots from 35 metres. Oh, great goal.
Oh, magnificent goal kicked by Hickman because he was under pressure, elected to take on the tackler. Too much pace for him, burnt him off, was still off balance when he kicked that, Ron. That's what made it a good goal. He was right off balance, and he bobs through a beauty. He was at the left foot too, I think. Yes, it was a nice goal, and they've come back a little here. Have Thompson 2-4-16, Eastern Suburbs 6-10-46. It's 30 points the difference. We've played estimated 21 minutes of the second quarter, brought to you by WIR and Guest Video.
Certainly down here at Godfrey Street, round 13, GDFL match of the afternoon, as we see now that the Tigers, they're trailing by 30 points over the Eastern Suburbs Eagles. Back to the centre, the bounce, a good one, favours Reuter. Reuter's hand pass to Mickey Thompson, bit of brotherly love to Graham, goes short. Good team football, Suburbs, it's Calvin Gray, takes the mark, wastes no time and kicks long, but right down the throat there is the last line of defence. I think you'll find that could be the back pocket player for the Tigers, who is Gardner. Gives support there, Armstrong. Good football for the Tigers. Inboard goes Chrissy Gardner. Over the top. No, it was Tim. His hand pass, but his teammate under a bit of pressure as we see the ball fisted forward. Comes back to Tim Gardner. He goes to a very quiet centre wingman in Terry Nan Curtis. His left foot kick up the centre half forward. Looked for McFarlane, that was Father, but he couldn't find him because chipping in was the radar.
Yeah, well played, Rundle. He's doing well across there. His kick's a good one. He's found Peter Bird wide on centre wing. Bird kicks in a hurry and does it well because Graham Thompson's out there. Well shepherded by Kel Gray. He's able to put it on the ground once. He's run about 40 metres the second time. Umpire lets him go on. He kicks long towards Trevelcock. It's knocked away from him. Chance coming out of defence here, Thompson. Well played, Mobbie now. Curvis back there in defence, I think. Kicked the ball out towards centre wing. Up went Tim Gardner. Couldn't mark him on the head, actually. Little kick comes around towards centre wing now. Diving attempt by Hickman wasn't taken. Slaps it out wide. The player stacking on top, but there's going to be a ball-up decision on the grandstand side of the ground. 2-4-16 Thompson. 6 goals, 10-46 Eastern Suburbs, and a better quarter this quarter for Thompson, Ronnie. As the game's worn on this quarter, they're getting themselves into it a little.
Yes, they certainly are. Graham Wood, he still works hard though for the Suburbs, pats it forward, but chipping in now Chris Richards for the Tigers, kicks long. Kevin, the father, McFarlane was there, couldn't take the one-hander, moved two hands at 8, Kev, kicked off the carpet, as we see now an opportunity for Peter Bird, drives the Suburbs into attack. Robbie Reuter couldn't trap it, Bird butters up again. The youngster doesn't stop running all afternoon for mine, goes to the pocket to Trevelcock, but it's well fisted away there for the fullback in Chrissy Gardner, and he's happy to see it go over the line and out of bounds, some 30 metres from the Eastern Suburbs goal.
Considering the dominance so far of Eastern Suburbs over Thompson, full points Chris Gardner on Greg Trevelcock, making him earn every kick. Good fist on that occasion. Trevelcock the front position, but Gardner over the top, not infringing, but doing it well. Here's the kick Oh, straight up the air for the boundary showing, but it's lucky because it lands in the arms of Hickman for Thompson, who spins around. He kicked their last goal, plays on immediately, heads out wide looking for Ashley Rosenow. He taps the ball forward looking for Jamie Backwell, who's had a pretty dirty day so far. Not too many stats for Jamie. This is not his fault because the tap-on headed for the boundary line and not for him, and it's a boundary show-in on the far centre wing position, and it's 30 points to difference.
Yes, the Eastern Suburbs doing it quite comfortably late stages of the second quarter. Reuter gets it to, that was Andrew, to Cal Gray, who's come into the proceedings in the second quarter. Now, Tim Gardner, likewise for the Tigers, doing well. Came in, good tackle there, Mick O'Leary. Unsettled Gardner as the loose ball was thrown away there on that occasion. Yes, umpire had a bit of Ronnie. Yeah, poor football there by Peter Hall. And... well, the throw was definitely there. It was against Dale Morrison for the Tigers, and this is going to be a real opportunity now for the Eastern Suburbs side, as I think you'll find Cookie, this could be the first 50-minute penalty imposed here this afternoon, and it was on. It now will bring Maury Stevenson around about 25 metres out from goal directly in front.
Well, Barry Round could hand pass this through, Ronnie. He's that close to goal. In comes Stevenson, right foot kick by Stevenson, goal umpire drifting across to his left-hand side, and Mocker has kicked the goal. He's snuck it in. And that's his first goal of the day, Murray Stevenson. And he started well in the first quarter. Haven't seen much of him this quarter, but that's bringing him under notice again with a nice goal.
Yes, certainly, Cookie, and, well, Eastern Suburbs coasting along nicely. Yes, video WIR second quarter scoreboard shows Eastern Suburbs 7-10-52, 36-point leaders over the Thompson Tigers, 2-4-16, late stages of the second term.
Well, the interchange players for the Suburbs' name were Alf Delamonica, Frank Novi and Tony Perillo. From those three, the family might have something to do with that, Ronnie. Two of them are in the side. Here comes Mick Thompson out of the centre, kicks towards half forward, out in front, Darryl Rowbottom takes the mark. I'd suggest nearly within kicking distance. Oh, unselfish play by Rowbottom. Could have gone back and blazed away. But he spotted that little fellow drifting into the pocket. Mickey Thompson, who found him. He kicks the ball up, and Alf Delamonica says, thank you very much. Unmarked.
Robbie Reuter it is.
Is it Rob Reuter? He's 14 metres out from goal and unmarked. That's poor defensive work from the Thompson defence. And he should go back and kick this goal.
Yeah, very slight angle. Robbie Reuter hasn't bothered the scorers to date.
He has now.
Yes, he certainly has. Lovely drop punt straight through the centre here at the Godfrey Street Oval. Rob Reuter kicks his first, and Eastern Suburbs 8.
Yeah, they've gone further ahead, Ronnie. Thompson fought their way back into the game to a certain extent, certainly in the field of play there, between perhaps the 10-minute and the 20-minute mark of that second quarter. We've gone 28 minutes now. It's 2-4-16, plays 8-10-58. Pretty big lead to Eastern Suburbs on a day like today. At full points to the Suburbs, who had to answer the challenge there of Thompson, got a couple of goals and looked as though they're getting back into the game, but since then they've turned up the notch once or twice, and Eastern Suburbs have been too good, and Mick Thompson certainly having a fair bit to do out there, not only coaching but playing wise.
Yes, playing very well. Mick Thompson set up a number of forward thrusts for them, roving very well here this afternoon. Bounced back to the centre. Oh, could have been a free kick against Reuter. Flattened Richards as he got rid of the ball, as we see that there's been an infringement against the Thompson side. Daryl Allen copped Mickey Thompson a bit high, and the ball's been transferred to half forward. Kelvin Gray gets the free kick.
Long kick by Gray. Back goes Trevelcock. Can't mark. He had three opponents. Richards gets back to lend a hand. Kicks the ball out of danger there for Thompson, and it comes out towards Mickey Thompson. Pulls too high. Certainly made sure the umpire had a good view, but cut himself around twice to said, did you see that one? He got the free kick, kicks it out wide to Stevenson, and away goes Marcus Stevenson into the pocket. Long kick up there, looking for Rowbottom, and stumped away from Rowbottom over the line and out of bounds for a boundary show-in, half forward flank. And well in attack are the Eastern Suburbs side, and they're well in front of the scoreboard. They're leading by 42 points, close to half-time.
Yes, just waiting for the ball to be brought back in. Treblecock doing battle. Richards got it down for the Tigers. Shark by Galubovic. His quick kick, though, off hands now. We see that Gann picks the ball up on the half-back, screws it around on the left foot, and, well, again, not a lot of system in the Thompson forward thrust at the present time. Good pressure, Eastern Suburbs, Murray Stevenson, and the key word on the pressure. The pressure's getting to there. Under a lot of pressure when they get a kick, Thompson, and full credit to the coach of the Suburbs side because he's got them tackling well. Bounce down, throw in, goes towards Mickey Gam, bearing over the footy. He's paid the free kick, but they're allowed to go on with it here, Thompson, as the kick comes up towards centre-half forward from Nathan Armstrong. Back towards the centre of the ground, backwards in there, but he might have given away the free kick. He's not having the best of days, and the free kick going to Alan Rundle, who's having a picnic across that half-back line. Yes, absolutely starring Alan Rundle, drives them forward again, looks to Robbie Reuter, tried to unselfishly tap the ball back, because there was good support there, David Peters, couldn't quite get a hand of ball, and it's come low the line and out of bounds. Good 35 metres from the Eastern Suburbs goal out of sight of Godfrey Street. Boundary throw in. Hand pass, comes back, up and under kick here for Thompson. It's only spilled to the advantage of the half-forward flank position. Picking it up is Morris Stevenson and Barrel on a big long goal. I think you'll find he's up line. Oh, it looked good from here, Ronnie. 1 point only. Looked pretty comfortable too. He did steady. Breeze, though, a little tricky using it into the wind, Cookie, and that was just offline. As we wait now on, I think you'll find... Chris Gardner, it is back in the play. From the full-back position, he's kicked out well. This is no exception. Well out over half-back. Spills free. Chance there to pick it up for Ashley Rosenau. He couldn't gather it cleanly. It won't matter, though, because the siren is gone for the half-time siren. And we see the Thompson